Hi there. In this tutorial I'm going to show you how to texture an object, and just to make sure I'm going to show you the version of Blender we're using. It's 2.6 and it's November 25th, 2011. So the first thing we need to do is make sure we have an object, and in our default we do have an object. Just going to press 0 there. Before we begin, I'm going to turn on the screencast. I'm going to press N on the keyboard. Just scroll down here and start the screencast so that when I press N it actually shows up. So I'm going to go to my top view, top perspective view, press 5, and again you see it in just the bottom left hand corner that I pressed that, and I'm going to go back to camera perspective. So first things first, we create a material. So what we want to do is we want to texture this. I have a few free textures that I'm using right now. I downloaded from the web. I'm just going to click here, left mouse button, and there we see the default. And if we were to do a quick render, that's what it looks like. And I'm going to press F11. You can also press escape as well. So it's pretty bland, and we want to just sort of put some texture on it. So if I click here, so make sure you have material selected, I click here, and then I go here to type, go to image or movie, I can then select what texture I want. So I'm going to, again, on this panel here, I'm going to scroll down here, click open, and I'm going to go to Blender and go to Found Textures. If I click up here, it'll show me some textures. Click that one, click open, and I'm going to render it. Sorry. And there we go. There's our texture. And there's different ways as well to map it. If I were to go down here, I'm going to show you the mapping. So here it's just sort of like it's just laid over, but if I click here on projection, the cube, it'll have a better wrap. So you see the difference there. So it wraps it quite nicely. So if I go to flat, here's what that looks like. Doesn't look that great. If I go to cube, it wraps it up like that. So that's how you put a texture in Blender.